What if I told you there is a 12th century tower hidden deep in the mountains of Afghanistan, so remote that even today it feels like a secret the world was never meant to fully find? Far from cities, roads, and modern life, standing alone beside the roaring river valleys of Ghor Province, rises a forgotten giant of history, the legendary Minaret of Jam. No crowds, no urban skyline, just silence, mountains, and a 65-meter brick tower reaching into the sky like a message from another world. Built in the 12th century during the powerful Ghurid Empire, this minaret is believed to have been commissioned by Sultan Ghiyath al-Din Muhammad. At that time, this region was not remote or forgotten. It was part of a thriving empire that stretched across vast territories of Central Asia and into the Indian subcontinent. But today, almost nothing around it remains. Only the minaret. And that is what makes it so powerful. Because the Minaret of Jam is not just a structure, it is a survivor. Every inch of its surface is covered in breathtaking brickwork, intricate geometric patterns, elegant calligraphy from the Quran, and artistic designs so precise that modern engineers still study them in disbelief. All of this was created over 800 years ago, without machines, without modern tools, and in one of the most isolated landscapes on Earth. And yet it still stands. No steel, no concrete, just carefully engineered baked bricks, shaped and stacked with extraordinary skill, holding a monument that has resisted time, war, and nature itself. Historians believe this tower may have marked the ancient city of Firuzkoh, the lost capital of the Ghurid Empire. Others suggest it could have been built to celebrate a military victory or to symbolize the empire's power and faith. But the truth remains partly hidden, buried beneath centuries of silence and shifting rivers. Because Jam is not just history, it is mystery. Over time, the surrounding civilization vanished. Earthquakes shook the region, floods carved the land, and the once great empire faded into memory. The city disappeared, but the minaret remained, standing alone, forgotten, enduring. In modern times, the world rediscovered it and recognized its importance. In 2002, the Minaret of Jam was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site and placed on the list of World Heritage in danger. Preservation efforts have struggled due to its extreme isolation and the harsh natural environment that surrounds it. But even threatened, it continues to stand. When you see it in photographs or documentaries, it almost doesn't look real. It feels like something carved into a dream, a tower rising from a forgotten world, untouched by modern chaos. And perhaps that is why it captures so much attention, because it reminds us of something powerful. Civilizations rise and they fall. Empires expand and they vanish. But sometimes a single masterpiece survives to tell their story. The Minaret of Jam is that story, a silent monument in the mountains, a masterpiece of brick and faith, a surviving echo of a lost empire. And if you ever stand before it, in that vast, empty valley, you don't just see an ancient tower. You feel history looking back at you,